Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host Steven, and today I'll be talking about a little bit about the latest Star Wars TV series. This one called Ahsoka. Been excited about this for a while. I really enjoyed Rosario Dawson's interpretation of the character. I was a big fan of the Clone Wars. I used to watch it with my daughter every Friday night, so I've been looking forward to this for a while. And while overall I think it has a lot of promise, and I think Rosario Dawson is great. Natasha Liu is great. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is great. Ray Stevenson is great as the characters. Love them, how they're portraying them. And it's the way I thought they would be. So that's great. But again, we have those touches of the lazy writing in Star Wars. And I don't understand why this happens. If you go through episode 1, it opens up with the New Republic convoy, which has this prisoner, this high value prisoner, and this other ship comes around, which has, we don't know then, it's Ray Stevenson and who plays again Balan Skoll, and Ivana Sakno as Shin Hati, his apprentice. Excuse me if I say the names wrong. They are in a ship and they transmit these old Jedi codes. And the ship's captain goes, "Well, we haven't seen codes like that in years. This is obviously a ruse to get them into the ship, right? And take our prisoner. Yeah, let's let him in." And they don't know who's on the ship or how many. The captain goes down with 4 or 5 guys thinking, what? It's like a truck with snacks or something? It's like, I thought that was a little far-fetched, and I rolled my eyes in disbelief. And I know there's always going to be an episode in a series where it's like a filler, but you start off with a filler scenario. You hurt me on that one, so if anybody knows Dave Filoni, dude, what's happening there? You were good in the Clone Wars. What happened here? The beginning already, you're going what? Then they find out that that the bad guys have a hyperdrive. They're gonna go find Grand Admiral Thrawn. You went to this warehouse. You found that there's still Imperial supporters, and Hera's trying to get them to get the council to get on board, and then we should follow these leads. And they're like, the council goes, nah. What's the worst that can happen? Not that Hera should have had to ask the council. She's a general. And like she said, she could do another episode. She kind of says, I can do whatever I want. I don't need permission. Why did she finally need permission to follow the leads to this? What's that? I don't know. So these things pop in my head. And I'm just, if anybody knows anybody at Lucasfilm, I proofread those scripts for you, but you know what I mean? Dave, what's happening here, Mr. Filoni? I had high hopes for you, bud. I really did. But this is, like I said, there's potential in this series. I'm hoping it's going to get great. Now that I hear that episode 5 will be put in theaters, that's a lot of pressure on that episode. But again, I'm going to say I have high hopes. They did great with The Mandalorian for the first 2 seasons, so I'm hoping there's going to be that killer episode happening soon. But again, you guys need to write a little bit. I think take your time. We waited so long for Ahsoka or any other Star Wars. What's another couple of months or even a year? Make it great. Don't just make, okay, we see the characters and that's enough. No. If I noticed these little things, I'm sure there's even 100 things I didn't even notice yet. But I digress. I still say it has potential to be a great series. The portrayals of the characters are phenomenal. I love them so far. I've seen the first 3 episodes, so I like their portrayal. I think though David Tennant, they need to give him a little bit more as Hu Yang, the robot. They need to give him a little bit more. They need to give him more. But I'm not writing. I should be. Again, if anybody knows anybody Lucasfilms, I'm here. You can reach me through the Aroundtable. I'll gladly at least proofread your scripts for you. Because if I saw these things, I'm sure people who are much more observant than me saw other things that are going to go, there's a disturbance in the force here. But again, I'll leave it to you guys. Let me know what you think of these episodes so far. Are you on board? Do you hate this? Do you think Star Wars is finished? Love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. And if you can, I would greatly appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Steven saying, may the force be with you.